in the preparation for this video, in the YouTube search bar, I typed "gym shouldn't be your personality" to see what other creators said on this topic. And it surprised me that on the first page, I only saw one video talking about this topic. And that video only had like 200 views, which is problematic because I feel like there should be a lot more videos covering this idea or this topic. So before I dive in, I want to say that I don't want to came across as a person who do not think that gym isn't important or healthy or it isn't something that you should be doing. But you need to stick along to see what I'm actually trying to say. So I want a full attention and your full understanding. The story starts when I first signed up for a gym. And when you are a first timer, your newbie gains starts to show up relatively quickly. So as every guy in my shoes, I get a bit ahead of myself. And I started to brag in front of my parents. And I said a lot of things like, look at my physique, look at my discipline, all of that things. And my father said, yeah, I can do that too. And he didn't say it in a mean way. He said that because he was trying to imply that if everyone can do it, by definition, that isn't something that is valuable. And again, I'm not saying that gym isn't something that is important for you or that it isn't healthy, but it isn't something that you should be bragging about. And another thing that is very problematic, if that gym mindset or gym cell, let's say it mindset, takes up all of your personality. And I'm gonna say my perspective on it. So why is gym mentality very horrible and detrimental if it becomes your personality trait? And I talk about this concept in my other video, where something good that you're doing can become something that is doing opposite effect, because you can go to this state called fanatism. And that means you are so into something that is good for you, but that thing becomes your personality trait. And by time it grows and it became the whole of your personality, the soul of your existence. Every topic that you say, it's about that thing. Everything that you're thinking about is about that thing. Every goal that you set is revolved around that thing. And gym as well can become that. You can become a fanatic for a gym, because gym is something that you can be addicted to. And you know that feeling. You can feel it right now if you go to the gym, that you are addicted to it. And as I said, a problem with addiction is it becomes everything that you think about. A lot of people became gym addicted. It's for the same reason that young men are addicted to video games. And the reason is you can see a progression relatively quickly and you get validation from others because of it. And I'm not saying that progress in gym is something that is bad, but I'm saying that progression is easily observable because you can achieve it in a short amounts of time. And the problem in life, a lot of things that you need to achieve are often really hard to see, or they need a lot of time, because a lot of things in life that are actually important can't be observed by you standing in the mirror. And social media made a huge impact of making this a problem, because I see a lot of posts on Instagram of people just posting their bodies, and they get a huge amounts of likes, huge amounts of validation, only for posting something that is superficial, only something that is not telling the full story. It is impressive, but again, back to my father, that isn't something that you should be bragging about. And the fact is, if you follow other self-help creators on this platform, you know, if you're true with yourself, that you actually listen to them because they have a good story to tell, a good points. Not only because of their physique, but for the things and points that they actually make. And if you desire also to have a good and inspiring stories, you need to go through things. You need to go and first do a lot of different things. And you need to go through all the tough times to have a complete and full story. Lifting weights is hard, but it's not tough, if you know what I'm saying. It is impressive that you can lift a lot, but it's not an interesting and valuable story. And good rule of thumb here is, if gym is more than a 30% of your life, it's a problem. And in that 30% is not only going to the gym, but your whole mentality, like your jokes, your topics for discussion, your meal prep, everything needs to be in that 30%. If it is over than that, it becomes a problem. It becomes your personality trait that it shouldn't be. It's much more valuable to be a complete person, to be knowledgeable in almost every endeavor that you can physically and mentally be. I think solid examples for a content creators are Geji or like Luke Belmar, because a lot of you listen to them and both of them do not have impressive physique, but you cannot say that they aren't healthy. And you listen to them not because of their physique, but because they have something interesting and valuable to say. And if you desire to be in the same way, your gym story isn't enough. And I'm saying this not to bash on you or to undermine your achievements in the gym, but you need to realize I'm saying this out of love. In the higher echelons of topics and discussions, gym stories are not even mentioned. So I don't want this video to only being a critique. I'm gonna give you my advice. What would I do or what I'm doing now? That is keeping my body strong, keeping me healthy, building up my cardio, and what is the most important, building my story. And my advice is sign up for a sport. For me, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because it's a mix of things. It's building up my cardio, which is very important for my, as the name suggests, cardiovascular system. It's building my strength and the strength that I actually need for the sport and that you actually need for the life. And something that is very important, I am meeting new people and every training I am learning new things. You see how Jiu-Jitsu has all the elements of the gym and then adds learning new things and adds meeting new people. And it's generally something that is hard and it isn't something that everybody can do. Everybody can sign up and everybody can train, but not everyone can be amazing at it, right? And that's, by definition, is making a jiu-jitsu more valuable and good material for your story than the gym is. And another thing I want you to understand in life, if some topic or some endeavor in life is actually good for you, it will be suppressed in media. But if you are true with yourself, you will see that gym topics or gym as a whole, it's not idea that is pressured on the internet or that is suppressed on the internet. Because media wants to shut down good ideas for you, good endeavors that you should be a part of. And by gym not being suppressed, it should raise an eyebrows. So I wanna make one thing clear, and that is I'm not against the gym. I'm not against building your discipline in the gym. I'm not against that. I'm saying that you need to avoid that gym cell mentality that will become your personality trait. And by that, eventually, it will take a hold of your personality. And another thing that I want to make extremely clear is that all of this advice comes from a good faith. It's genuine. It's really from my heart because I genuinely want to help you in your life's journey, in your faith. Everything that you have a problem with, I'm here. This channel is an amazing start for your journey. And if you like this video, share and subscribe, all of those things, we can share this story with much more people. And by that, I will gain an opportunity to make a longer videos and in larger scale and in larger depth. So this is only a just beginning. That's it for today, guys. I love you and God bless.